What's going on, everybody? It's Chris Prouty, and I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk to you about fake LinkedIn profiles and the easiest ways that you can use to spot these fake profiles. And I've been seeing them quite a bit lately, and I'm seeing a lot of requests within my network of these fake profiles trying to connect with me on LinkedIn. Here, the reason you want to avoid fake LinkedIn connections, aside from the obvious, is they're just spammy. They're gonna get your email address or your contact information, and they're gonna be spamming you with information. They're probably just marketing to you, and ultimately it's just watering down the value of your real LinkedIn network because you've got all of these fake accounts in there. So it's a good idea to avoid them. Sometimes they're difficult to spot. I'm going to show you a couple today. We'll head over to my network. And you can see I've got two invitations right now. So I've got this dude, Victor Ainsworth, and we'll take a look at his profile here. Looks like he's about 16, 17 years old. He's standing in a high school. You can see the locker in the background. And it looks like he founded Ainsworth Technology in 2012 in New York City. So he was probably 9 or 10 years old when he founded this digital agency. So you can see right away that there's a mismatch here. So the first thing you do is you kind of look at the profile picture, you look at the writing here, see if it really makes sense. Conceivable that maybe a 10-year-old could found a 30-person. Today, our 30-person has taken this mission. So probably some grammatical errors. That's another clue right there. One of the things we want to look at is the company Ainsworth Technology. And you can try to Google that and see if Ainsworth Technology comes up. I did, and nothing shows up that's related to this. Again, look at the grammar here. And then you just kind of take a step back and you look at what is this person really looking to achieve by connecting with me? And really what they're doing is they're promoting these services. And so we can see here he is, the owner of Ainsworth Technology, and here's all his services. And then it looks like back in 2010 to 2012, so 6 years ago, when he was about 10 years old, he worked for a company as a manager. So from age 8 to 10, he worked as a manager for this company. So right away, this doesn't look legit. Let's take a look at the other one, which is this dude, John Edward. So John Edward seems a little bit more legit, seems an appropriate age. He calls himself a co-founder. He's from Edward Software Solutions. Isn't that interesting that both of these individuals use their name in their business? Might be a clue to look out for. The other thing I notice is when I read this, today our 30-plus person has taken this mission to heart. So it's nearly the same exact text our 30-plus person has. And then we go back over here. Today, our 30-plus person has taken this mission to heart. So they've got nearly identical descriptions. Let's look at the services here and the services here, and they're identical. Let's come down and let's see what Edward Software Solution does. Well, here's the bulleted list of what Edward Software Solutions does. And here, Ainsworth Technology does the same exact thing. That's interesting. They also note that they have a second office in Fremont, California. Ainsworth does, and John Edward managed to accomplish the same exact thing with his company. So, I mean, there's some interesting things that you can look at that might help identify this as a fake account. Other things, you can look at this background here. That's just a default background from LinkedIn. A lot of times professional people are going to use more professional-looking backgrounds, custom ones, like the one on mine. I'll give that a chance to load. I'm going to go to my profile. So you can see I've got a custom one there. That's a little bit better. Victor did the same exact thing here with his. 5 connections, so that's kind of lame. You would think somebody who was a manager, 6 years ago, 6 to 8 years ago, and now an owner would have more than 5 connections, but maybe he's late to the party. John Edward has 500 plus connections. That's interesting, but still doesn't steer me away from thinking that it's a fake profile. And now here's the best tip that I can give you for determining. Let's take a look at John Edward's profile picture. I have that open here in another tab. So there's his profile picture. Looks kind of legit, looks professionally taken, but really what we want to see is this really a picture of a human that has that profile on LinkedIn? So here's how I do that. I head over to Google Images, and that's images.google.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reverse image lookup, and I'm going to upload an image, and I'm going to take John Edwards' picture right here. And then what this does is it does a reverse lookup for anywhere else that image might be used. And we can see SAS is using it a couple of times. It's used on these websites here. This one's interesting, actually. I'll zoom in on this. So this is a larger version of that image. And so let's go ahead and just grab this image. So I'm going to save this image. And now I'm going to do the same exact thing with this image because it's a bigger image. So let's just go here, upload an image. Oh, you can see, look at this, and just in the name of the image. So right away, I don't even have to go any further. It's a Getty image. So this is a piece of stock photography, right? And we can see that right here. All right, so there it is, a piece of stock photography. The watermark's here, so they probably didn't even want to pay for this. They probably just clipped this part out and used it. So I am going to deem both of these profiles as fake, and I'm not going to accept their connection request because they're really just looking to market to me, or they're looking to spam me or whatever. All right, so there's some quick tips on spotting a fake LinkedIn profile, and important nowadays more than ever to do that. It is Chris Prouty. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm signing off.